So you're thinking, how can you come up with a drone bear paws devotion? Well, that's the way my brain thinks. I live this way. I've been this way all of my life. It seems like everything that happens, I kind of want to correlate it. And what is the Lord trying to tell me from that? What can I learn from that? Even simple things like a flat tire on a car or a slow leak on a car. So many of these devotions are all from life experiences that I love to share about and what the Lord's showing me. So I'm going to take you inside the shop and show you how the tire is taken off the rim, and then I am going to make a devotion out of it. But before I do that, I want to walk you over to a tire and show you something that I learned as a young lad growing up. My dad owned a Flying A gas station on Pico Boulevard in Santa Monica, California. Flying A no longer is in existence. It went out of business or sold out. But we repaired tires as well as pumped gas. And we had a little coin trick that we'd put the coin in the tread and we could measure the distance to tell the owner that it's not worth really keeping the tire. Or yes, we'll fix the tire and you can then go on and continue to use the tire on your car and travel with it. It's kind of like I was thinking devotionally, the treads of our feet, as long as we have breath, we can share the gospel with people. And that is God's desire for us, to share the gospel of Jesus Christ evangelistically. He desires us to share what He did for humanity as well as for ourselves. And it's not difficult. Most people think, well, I haven't gone to Bible school, I haven't taken seminary courses on evangelism. Listen, the simplest story you have is your own life. And just share with people what Jesus did for you, how you came to know Jesus, and what Jesus means to you. That is the best testimony. The book of Revelation says it's our testimony that we have before the Lord, not our Bible training on how good we can evangelize. It's simply the testimony of what Jesus did in our lives. I got to wondering about transportation in our day and age. And as I did some study, I discovered some fascinating things. Americans drive the average of about 13,000 miles a year, making the car the most common means of transportation worldwide. There are approximately 56 million tires sold a year worldwide. I've been intrigued over the years looking at the life of Jesus with no driving, how much He accomplished. He evangelized, believe it or not, 3,125 miles in 3 years. Now, obviously, when you're reading the scripture, you don't see them sightseeing. Jesus' major goal was to seek the lost, heal, bring people to God, showing them the path of life. So Christ was concerned, single-minded, fixated on saving us. Then, when we look at the life of Paul, he continued the ministry, and in all his travels evangelizing, he covered 10,282 miles. Feet are seen in the scripture as precious. And then Jesus had his feet anointed by Mary of Bethany just prior to being nailed to the cross, where his feet were not able to walk again until after the resurrection. Then at the resurrection, knowing that he was going to be with the Father, he set forth the Great Commission to the disciples and all of us as followers for all ages to come. Jesus said to go and make disciples of all nations, that the fields were ripe with harvest. So he wants us to take our feet and be single-minded like he was, with the purpose of evangelism. And that's everybody. That's not just pastors. That's men and women and even boys and girls. Keep in mind, we can still sightsee and enjoy life in our travels, but as we do that, we can do what's called lifestyle evangelism. What I like about lifestyle evangelism, it doesn't take any effort. It's things that we're already doing with the mind that we want to share Christ with people if we have the opportunity. And sometimes we have to make the opportunity. For example, at work, sometimes in school activities, Families I know can be difficult to evangelize, but there may be an opportunity. Vacations, and then being with strangers, neighbors, club activities. There's so many ways that we can share Christ. As a church, we at Living Water Fellowship went to the Alamo quite often. I would dress up and share Christ in my costume or in my Little Bear outfit, and then I would tell people about Jesus, and they were very attentive. And I'd tie in the Alamo and then tie in the gospel with the Alamo story. So we could use Christmas. We go to the Alamo and we sing Christmas songs. We have the children hand out tracts. There's Easter. We do one-on-one. We do group ministry. And then one of our favorite things that we've done over the years is Pro-Life Sunday, where as a church we stand for a principle that is biblical, the sanctity of life. So you can see, look for ways and opportunities of sharing the gospel. It's always a blessing and pleasing to the Lord, and the call and desire that He has for each one of us. I leave you with this word to pause and ponder.